So it's been a long time coming ever since I said my favorite pistol was the Army Armament R501. And that's a tough one to beat. I couldn't find any competitors until now. And you know who it is? Army Armament. What's going on, guys? Kevin from Airsoft GI here. And in proper fashion, we're going to be talking about the new lineup of Army Armament pistols, specifically Hi-Capas. And of course, if it's a Hi-Capa, I gotta review it. You know, that's just in my contract. So we're gonna be talking about the newest offerings. This is the R604 and the R603. And if you can see any similarities between these and the R501s, you're correct, because they're made by Army Armaments. So if the R501 was so great, this is just like a reskin of the R501. So I'm expecting it to be just as good as the R501, if not better. So let's talk about it. So we're gonna talk about both of these pistols, but let's start with the R604. And starting right off the bat, you can see it has a very familiar silhouette to the R501. However, there are some key upgrades that Army Armament decided to throw onto this pistol that make it a step above the R501. Now this one we did kit out with an RMR, but this is what it looks like coming straight out of the box. So as you can see, one key upgrade is that they decided to include these suppressor height sights or RMR height sights, whatever you want to call them. Basically, they're raised sights because if you decide to put on an RMR, you can still use your irons through the RMR hole, optic, whatever. One thing to note is that the RMR plate does come out of the box. So you do have to remove the base plate that is on the slide to install the RMR plate to then put on your RMR. And it is a little bit of a process, but once you get it on there, it is solid. It's not going anywhere. Now when I say it has an RMR plate, it just has the footprint of an RMR, so you can use other red dots out on the market that are made for pistols. It's included. It's nice. Now another key difference between this and the R501 is obviously the style of the slide. So the R501 has that cost to carry comp style slide that you're familiar with. But this one, they decided to go with the DVC ported style slide, which I really like this look because, I mean, my personal 4.3 pistol is basically this, but in gold and without the compensator. So I really like the look of this. It looks super clean. It is, of course, based off the real counterpart. So I really appreciate Army Armament going for that realism factor and staying true to what is available in the real steel market. Now, talking about the grip, the stippling on the grip is different as well. So instead of you have the tree bark stippling, this one actually comes with the fish scale stippling. Now, it is up to personal preference. I think I like the tree bark stippling, but this fish scale stippling also feels really good in the hands, and I'm sure it will feel great in your hands as well. Other than that though, that's pretty much it in terms of differences between the R604 and the R501. If you haven't seen our video on the R501, be sure to click the link wherever Boaz decides to put it, and that will go down and break down basically the performance of the pistol. Now, if you haven't seen our breakdown of the R501 and you're too lazy to click the video, because I know you are, I'll kind of break down some of the pre-upgraded features that come included with this pistol. Now, first off, we're going to talk about the sight tracker that is on the compensator. So now, if you don't know what a sight tracker is, basically when you have a standard pistol, the sight will be on the slide. So every time you shoot, your front sight will be moving back and forth with your slide. Now the sight tracker allows the front sight to stay in place while your pistol is cycling. So as you can see, your front sight doesn't move, which allows you to keep your front sight centered and, you know, not deviating while you're shooting. It just allows you to keep your accuracy. Now another key feature that is different from other pistols is that I had a stroke, sorry. With this pistol, the slide is a 4.3 length and the inner barrel is also 4.3 length. So something to keep in mind if you're seeing that the FPS is a little lower compared to other 5.1 length Hi-Capas, it's because this is a 4.3 length inner barrel. But with the compensator, it extends it to that true 5.1 length pistol, so you can install a 5.1 length inner barrel to get that maximum performance. Only caveat is that you're just gonna see your inner barrel poking out of the top of the compensator. But I mean, in this one, The port is just on the top compared to the R501 where the ports are on the side. So on a side profile, you won't even see your inner barrel. Just do it. Just add a longer inner barrel. Now, other small features include the full-length Picatinny rail on the bottom, so you can mount lights, lasers, foregrips, bipod, whatever the heck you want. We also have the aggressive cut on the actual grip, so you can have a higher finger placement whenever you're gripping your pistol. We also have the tactical magwell, flared magwell at that, so it just lends itself to be a very usable platform. And just standard hi-capa controls. You got the double safety right here, you got the beaver tail safety. Sadly, no extended slide catch. Sorry, I just flagged you. No extended slide catch, but I mean, everything else is pretty feature packed, so I'm just nitpicking. Now, some of you might be saying, but Kevin, this pistol's too much. It's too long, it's too many features, it's just not my style. I want something nice, compact, clean, you know, simple, elegant, but clean. Well, Army Armament has you covered. You don't need this guy. You can use their new R603. Now, this one is perfect for those who prefer a smaller profile. This is, again, a 4.3 length pistol, and it is based off of the staccato. I'm not allowed to say that, am I? It's based off of the avocado styled pistol.
Cisco loves hearing your airsoft wishes. That's right, micro. Hear that Velcro? Yeah. And he wants to grant your deepest, darkest airsoft wish. You know it's carbine length. Oh, you like Glocks? Oh, I got a Glock. What Glock do you... Kevin? Kevin, this isn't for you. Get off the phone, Kevin. With the YouTube unboxing mystery box. From now until August 20th, you will have the chance to win an extra airsoft gun, including the classic Army minigun. Order yours before it's too late. Cisco is always waiting at airsoftgi.com.
I really like this design. It is, again, that nice, clean, compact 4.3 length pistol. I'm a 4.3 guy, I like this length. And it has everything that you really need. It has the performance of the previous pistols, but in a smaller package. So let's go ahead and break those down. All right, let's talk about the slide design first. Again, it is based off of the avocado. And these serrations feel really nice, especially if you're doing the front rack right here. Oh, you can really get your fingers pretty deep in these grooves. Don't take that out of context. But you can really just grip it and just, oh. Even on the rear, if you want to do a rear, oh, that feels super nice, super buttery. And I forgot to mention on the R604, but both R604 and 603, buttery action. It is super smooth out of the box, no grinding, no nothing. Oh, that is just a match made in heaven. Now, I want to talk about the sights as well. So these ones don't come with the suppressor height sights or the raised sights. You don't really need them. They're exactly functional. How do I say that? What do I mean by that? I mean, it is perfectly functional, just how you need it. All right, we have a big red fiber optic front sight and blacked out rear sights with a very aggressive angled cut, so you can really line up that red dot right in between it. Oh, it's just what you need. And we also have the tree bark stippling on the grip. Again, if you like that from the R501, you'll be right at home with this one. And other than that, it features all the same features as the other pistol. You know, tactical magwell, Picatinny rail on the bottom, double beaver tail safety, not double beaver tail, double, what are these called, fins? Double safety, basically. So yeah, performance-wise, it should feel exactly the same. So Kevin, you're asking, why should I buy these pistols instead of a Tokimori? And that's because you need to subscribe. Obviously, you haven't been watching our videos. And you thought I forgot about asking you to subscribe? You thought I just skipped over it like it was nothing? We know you skip over that section, so we gotta sneak it in somewhere else. So subscribe! Hit that like button! Anyways. If you haven't seen our R501 video, I mentioned that this was almost, don't hate me, almost a TM killer, okay? And it's because these pistols come so feature rich, feature packed out of the box that it rivals the TM out of the box, because most of the time if you're buying a TM, you're gonna be you're gonna be upgrading it anyways. You're gonna be replacing the slide, you're gonna be replacing the grip, inner barrel, hop-up, tactical magwell, whatever. You're gonna be replacing it anyways. And this guy comes with all of those features that would normally cost you maybe a $400, $500 upgrade out of the box. And the biggest thing, TM compatible. That is right, it is TM compatible. All right, I did do a breakdown again in the R501 video. If you haven't seen it, click it. I did a breakdown of what was compatible, and almost everything was compatible. There was save for a little slide miscompatibility, but that's just because the lower frame has a little bit fatter fins. But I mean, if you shave that down, you can put on a slide. But I said it, and I'll say it again. Why would you want to switch out the slide on these pistols? They are a match made in heaven. Just don't touch it. Just leave it alone. It's pre-upgraded out of the box. Case closed. Now, what would I change in this pistol? What would I upgrade if I were to buy this right now? Which I probably will. Probably inner barrel bucking. That's it. That is literally it. I could change the blowback housing if I wanted to, but I don't need to. I could change the nozzle if I wanted to, which maybe in the long run I will, but at the moment don't need to. So just inner barrel bucking. Type bore inner barrel, maybe a 601 or a 600 if we're feeling really spicy. And maybe a maple leaf bucking. That is it. That's all I need to touch on this gun. I don't need to add any external upgrades. Again, it already comes with everything that I really need. So the R603 and R604 chrono in at about 300 to 320 FPS using 0.2 gram BBs and green gas. Okay, I know I've been talking a lot about the features, but you want to see me shoot it, I want to see me shoot it, Boaz has to see me shoot it, because it's his job, so let's go. Dual wheel? Hey guys, Kevin out here on the range, and we're gonna be doing a first impression on the R604. Now, if you guys haven't seen my video on the R501, I am expecting this to not be too different because they are made by Army Armament. The R501 is great. This looks like the same thing, but just with a different design on the slide. But you know what? We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna see how it works, and we're gonna see my reaction. Let's do it. All right, we have a target set up 30 feet away. We have our mags loaded up with green gas, and we're using 3.2 BBs because we ran out of 2.5s. Very unprofessional. But let's do it anyways. All right, load it up. Feels great in the hand, just like the R501. Not gonna expect anything different. Oh my God, spot on. Okay, so I will say though, the kick is actually a little bit harder than the R501. I'm not sure if they changed the recoil spring or the hammer spring in here, but for some reason, it felt like it actually kicked a little harder. Whoa. Yeah, no, I definitely feel the extra bit of kick, but it feels good. I actually prefer this. And yeah, let's keep shooting. I will say that the trigger is a little bit stiffer, but the brake on the trigger is right where you want it to be. It's right on the wall, and there's very little pre-travel and very little over-travel as well. It almost feels like a pre-tuned speed trigger with the little adjustment screw. It's really nice. And we're out. So that's one of the, I guess, flaws I would say about the Army Armament pistols is that their mags they're okay. I do prefer the design of Tokyo Marui mags where you can actually hear and see when your mag is full. These ones you kind of have to guess. I do like the base plate on it, but it has that design where when you're pushing in the green gas, it doesn't make any noise indication or visual indication that it's full. Just my one little gripe, so we do have to fill this guy up. So now we're out here with the R604. We did put an RMR on this guy because it comes with an RMR plate out of the box. You do have to install it yourself. It is a little bit complicated, but once you get it on, it's pretty solid. And again, like I said, it is RMR footprint, so if you already have one, you can toss it on there right away. So let's go ahead and see how this guy performs with the optic on. Fill our mag back up. Let me make sure nothing's in the chamber. We have one in the chamber. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and shoot it. All right, so first thing I will say is that because you have that extra weight towards the rear of your pistol, it does have more of a kick when you're shooting it because there's more weight pushing back and sliding forward. Wow, that actually feels really nice. I'd say it's a pretty solid kick. You do have to get a little bit used to it. Also, another thing that I will say is that because you have that extra weight on the slide, it is using more gas because you're basically adding more weight for the gas to push back. So you will have these moments of gas being expelled out of the blowback housing. But once you have it dialed in, it actually shoots pretty damn nice. Wow. I never thought I would need a red dot on a pistol, but now that I'm using it like this, oh, it feels really nice. All right, now we're gonna be talking about the younger brother of the R604, the R603. Now, as you can see, the slide design is different. It is only that 4.3 length. There is no compensator or sight tracker on here. So if you're a simple man, you want something that's nice, clean, does the job, and is a very reliable sidearm for you, the 603 might be your choice. I personally prefer the 4.3 length, and that's why I'm able to holster it because my primary pistol is actually a 4.3. So this one fits just in there perfectly. We're gonna go ahead and test the performance on it. I'm not gonna expect anything different because the slide and the inner barrel length is the same as the 604. It's just missing that compensator like I said earlier. So let's go ahead and try it out. Yeah, performs just the same. That beautiful crispy trigger that's right on the brake, or right on the wall, excuse me. Recoil feels really nice as well. That enhanced recoil spring to really help push that full metal slide back. It's really lending itself to a very crisp shooting experience. Woo! That is nice. The Army Armament R603 retails at $130 and the R604 retails for $140 at airsoftgi.com. And be sure to use the wombo combo. Why are you not using the wombo combo? You're leaving money on the table. All right, so we're back from the range and the shooting performance was just like the R501, big surprise. It performed great out of the box. All the features that I mentioned really helped the performance and the feel in the hand. It felt really good to operate with. The one thing that I will criticize is, of course, the mag. If you're gonna purchase one of these, I would recommend going with a Tokyo Marui mag or even a Jag mag. Army Armament Marmite. Fix your mags. You don't even deserve for me to say your name right. Just fix your mags, please. Other than that though, I will also note that the R604 with the RMR on top of it, it did affect the performance a little bit because you are adding that extra weight on top of the blowback unit. So that is something to keep in mind. You might want to either swap out the spring or have a heavier hammer spring to compensate for that extra weight on the slide. But functionality wise, I didn't know that I needed an RMR on my pistol until using this. It's great, it's fantastic. So with the R604 being $140, the value is so immense. Now, I don't even think there's an aftermarket slide for the hi-capa that has an RMR cut already for less than $140. You're probably spending upwards of $300 for something like that. And this guy comes with it already ready out of the box. Well, not ready, you do have to install it yourself, but it comes with the plate already ready to be installed with that beautiful ported slide, compensator, stippled grip, tactical magwell. It comes with it all out of the box for $140. And again, this is the Tokyo Marui Killer. I said it, and I'll say it again. Tokyo Marui Killer, best pistol out of the box, hands down. Now, even if you didn't want the pistol and you just wanted a few parts here and there, if you bought the entire pistol and just swapped out the parts onto your existing Tokyo Marui, you will still save so much money and still be so feature rich. Honestly, if Army Armament keeps going down this line of releasing feature-packed pistols like this, they're gonna kill the aftermarket game. I don't even know what else they could do. Maybe like release different colors? Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up our overview of the R603 and the R604. And if you haven't already, like I said, hit that subscribe and that like button. And also, you guys heard of the keto diet, right? Can't eat carbs? Well, I'm on the no food diet. I can't eat food. So if you want to help support us, feed me a singular carb, make sure to shop at Airsoft GI. Also use the Wombo Combo course to save money while you're shopping there and help support us to support this channel so we can keep bringing out that Gucci content for you guys. We release new content every Wednesday and Friday. And also live stream on Thursday with Cisco for very intimate moments. So hit that bell icon so you can be notified of whenever he decides to go live. Also, please convince him to make an OnlyFans. We're trying so hard, but we need the fan support. Have Cisco make an OnlyFans. That's the goal. But that's beyond the point. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.